All right, folks, we are straight up 9 o'clock. We want to welcome everybody for being here. Coach, if you would like to start us off, sir.
Okay. And Anna, this is where you will start taping, or you will adjust the taping with me starting.
Are we recording yet?
Didn't you say we are recording?
I was asked, that was a question.
Yeah, we were recording from the start. Stop
Let's make
recording.
sure.
Record. Stop, pause, stop. No, we're recording.
Okay.
Good afternoon. My name is Coach Smile, a founding affiliate with the Nutriveda We Are One platform. It's indeed a pleasure. And to simplifies who to recruit. By that I mean the content that you will get today will be marvelous. But more than that, the example is who to recruit. A lot of times we get down on our self-esteem and we pass great prospects and we go to negative Nelly. Well, the first person that you're going to hear from, Miss Kim Law. I went to Kim's home approximately a few months ago and spent a whole week with her. And I was just amazed. So Pastor Chris Johnson did a marvelous job of recruiting up. By that, she took me by one building in her community. And she said, that was our old jail that she bought and converted. As we walked that morning, within literally a 45-minute walk, she showed me 6 other properties. Now that blew my mind because here in New York and in most cities, you have people that are struggling to pay their rent. And here is a couple that we passed over 5 pieces of property. I think it was 6. The following day, she took me to her hotel. So I'm saying what we have to do is realize that we have a great brand and we need to then recruit up, recruit people that are aspiring to do things. And the next person that you're going to hear from behind her is a doctor, an MD. And Lord, I have played doctor. I won't go into that story because it's too funny. But here's an accomplished professional giving tips every single week, but speaking from experience based. So we do have a system of growth that will take you, Mary, both of my Marys, okay, from where you are today to where you want to go. It's a matter of, this morning we talked about the 100 monkey phenomena. It's you finding, undoubtedly, your personal initiative and deciding to use all the mighty tools we have. And we will get to a point where we have 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, where we have created a brand. And the brand is Nutriveda on a platform called We're One. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Ms. Kim Law, and thank you in advance.
Thank you so much, Coach, for the opportunity to be able to, first of all, be here this evening and share something that I absolutely love talking about and I never stop talking about. And that happens to be the Nutriveda collection that is on the We Are One platform. And the reason I'm so excited about it is because, you see here, choices that we make in life can have a profound effect on our future. Well, over 20 years ago, I chose to take a prescribed medication that the doctors gave me after an accident. And as you can see in the picture, I was blind with a guide dog. Now, that being realized, I also made a different choice many years later when Pastor Chris Johnson shared with me about the Nutriveda collection. And thank heaven I made that choice, because after 20 years, 16 years of being blind, it took the scar tissue off my eyes. The doctors couldn't fix it. They didn't know, how to repair it. They said, you've got what you've got, obviously, because I had a guide dog, white cane, red tip. And long story short, it took the scar tissue off my eyes, and I have my driver's license back and have been driving everywhere. I don't let my husband, I'm his chauffeur. So choices are everything. We're going to talk today about Napoleon Hill's sixth principle, personal initiative. What does that look like? It looks like taking the lead. So what is personal initiative? It has to do with going the extra mile, making the effort to move forward in a way that you're going to be able to reach your goals or aspirations, or be able to have conversations with people about different things. See, the Nutriveda and the We Are One platform is absolutely a business venture. And I actually see it as an adventure. And an adventure is something that's exciting and enjoyable and fun to be around, right? So if you're sharing your passion about health and wellness, then guess what? You're going to end up creating a really nice residual income for you and your family. Let's talk a little bit further about Napoleon Hill's personal initiative when it comes to creating opportunities. See, we have a really unique opportunity right now by using and helping nonprofit organizations. We have a charitable cause where we can able to support charities with our prosperity drive. We use a fantastic product called ambrosia. We'll have a deeper conversation with that a little bit later. See, with the We Are One platform, you're going to be able to tap into the industry, this huge booming industry of health and wellness. Now, why is that important? Because do you want to be after the peak happens or before the peak when the S curve is pushing you to the top? Because that's where we are right now. Because guess what? There is a large affiliate and customer base tied to the Nutriveda collections that we've got. Now, the really cool thing that I love is the concept of being able to drive to success. How do we do that? It's by pushing boundaries with a consistent personal initiative. This is what's going to drive us to success. What does that look like? What are your boundaries? That's pushing things to our not so comfortable place to be. If you're not comfortable having conversations with people that you don't know, start doing it more often. As a kid, I had a name tag made. Somebody made it for me, and it said, Kim, friend to all the world. And I happened to come across that. And that was made when I think I was like 15 or 16 years old. And it's so true to form. We have to step out of our comfort zone. I was very shy. I know you don't believe it, but I really was. And the reason I was able to switch that was by stepping out and pushing my boundaries. We're going to talk a little bit about RPA, results producing activities. What are those? It's being a part of events that happen. Fairs, car shows, motorcycle shows, health fairs. If the kids, elementary schools or high schools are having events, be a part of it in the local community. Even if you don't have children in those events, in those places, if they're doing a fundraiser, flea markets, it's like $10, $15 for a spot for a table. Go have a conversation, set up your laptop computer, or if you've got a phone like I do, one of these Z4 folds, they're wonderful. They're like a little mini tablet that you can show a presentation on. They're fantastic. So Results producing activities is about the things that we're actually doing and moving forward with. Now, when we talk about the Nutriveda and the We Are One platform, empowering it, the simplest thing to do is to use the smart links that they've put there. And the reason they're smart is because they're so simple. I have now fallen in love with QR codes. Didn't understand them because I was blind for 16 years. But now that I do, oh my goodness, I am so jacked up and excited about it. We're going to break down a few of the strategies here. Let's talk about goal setting for a second. If you step out of your comfort zone and have conversations with 1,000 families just about the limitless stack for 12 months, if you have 1,000 families over 12 months that you're able to, they see the value of it, they get the limitless stack. Well, guess what? That's 3 families a day that you're having a conversation with. You talk to more than 3 people a day, I'm sure of it. Whether you're in the gas line, the checkout station, the checkout line. I got my gas station and my checkout line backwards here. But you get it. See, you don't have to be perfect to do this. Your tongue gets wrapped around your teeth. So what? Joke about it. It's not a big deal. We don't have to do anything other than enjoy life, share what we love, and be an expression of what it is that works best for us. See, when we are a team of people working together, imagine that you've got 15 to 20 affiliates doing the exact same thing you do, where you have 4 to 5 limitless stacks a month, just a month. That's 1 a week. 1 a week, folks. Guess what? You're going to be not only reaching your goals, but you're helping somebody else to reach their goals and aspirations at the same time. Now, what is the community impact? The community impact is when we are able to streamline this and create a revenue using it as a fundraising event. Now, we're going to go into more detail about this a little bit later. We're going to be able to give you an opportunity to see the value of this fantastic product called ambrosia. And that's what's going to lead me into the next conversation. I want you to see this magnificently beautiful, articulate woman, Miss Jana. Dr. Jana is absolutely incredible. She studied at, and forgive me, Vassar College. It's hard for, you don't have to say it right to know that she's incredibly intelligent. She's a graduate of Stanford University. She also is a specialist in medicine and a proud parent. Now, what I want you to realize is not as an MD, she had 7 years of college behind her. And that 7 years didn't include nutrition. But guess what she did? She stepped out of the box and said, I know that health and wellness and bring my knowledge base, her knowledge base of the medical facility, along with health and wellness and the Ayurvedic philosophy, she has brought it to a whole nother level. So make sure you have a pen and pencil, you have your camera ready for information, and listen closely because the information that Dr. Jana is going to share with us is going to be fantastic. Dr. Jana, please come in. We look forward to hearing from you, dear.
Goodness gracious, Kim. I hope I can live up to just half of that introduction. And thank you. Thank you for explaining the business and the principle of personal initiative so well. I want to briefly highlight that last bullet on there. Yes, it's true. I've had wonderful opportunities to study, and I love to study and I love to learn. I am a proud parent because even though he left home when he was 17, my son also loves to study and loves to learn. And he has recently been accepted to work at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, as a nurse in the intensive care cardiovascular transplant unit. And of course, he grew up around me and his auntie and his grandma and a lot of luminaries in our family. But he made this decision as to where he wanted his career to go on his own. And I am so grateful because of the graciousness of God to allow him to get to where he is. And I also want to say that supporting a 30-year-old son is a challenge and a joy. And it's a very different challenge to be the parent of an adult than it is to be the parent of a very young person. And one of the things that can happen is that we get stressed because we no longer have control over what they do. And I don't know about you, but that gets stressful for me. And if it weren't for Tranquility and all the other products in the Nutriveda collection, I don't think I could maintain. I couldn't maintain tranquility and calm when I hear from him, and it's not necessarily this just good news I just gave you, but other news about other things that people do that would normally make me go, they don't anymore because nothing does anymore. And so with that being said, we are talking about the Limitless Performance Stack again today. This is the 4th Thursday in a row that we've covered this, everyone. And we could cover it for the entire year because there is so much in every single one of these products. All Nutriveda products are of the highest quality, and we know this because we know where the products are put together. They're put together in one facility in Las Vegas. We personally know the director of product, and we know where the source of every single ingredient comes from. Now, how many products out there that you buy every day can you say that about? We can say that about every single one of our products. And today, the product that I want to highlight is ambrosia. But first, I'd like you to watch a short video with me.
Ready to take your wellness to the next level? Look no further than ambrosia. Ambrosia is packed with powerful herbs, spices, minerals, and vitamin C to support your body and nourish your senses. Start your day right with ambrosia gummies. Simply take them in the morning before breakfast for an energizing boost. From antioxidant-rich amlaki to stress-relieving ashwagandha, ambrosia's unique blend of ingredients will make you feel amazing. Ambrosia supports your immune system, promotes healthy aging, and enhances overall wellness. It's time to unleash your full potential. Join the wellness revolution and experience the wonders of ambrosia. For more info, get back to the person who shared this to you and start your journey to a healthier you today. Ambrosia, your key to a vibrant and nourished life.
Thank you. So we don't have time to talk about the 53 ingredients in ambrosia, but I want to highlight 2 of them. The first one is honey. Now, as in everything else that we eat, there is honey and then there is honey. You can get honey that's processed, and you'll still get health benefits from it, not to mention the fact that you'll enjoy the taste. But if you can get raw, organic honey, then it benefits your body even more. And honey is an antibacterial. But honestly, between you and I, food helps our health. It chemically is who we are. We literally are what we eat, and we eat food to get energy and to feel well. But food is also something that we enjoy. Kim was talking about this business being an adventure and something that you enjoy, and how contagious that is when people are around you and they see that you're enjoying what you're doing. Well, all of us here enjoy eating. And we don't have to sacrifice enjoyment for health. Ambrosia is a perfect example of this. It's a gummy and it's delicious. One of the things that makes it delicious is that it's sweet. Now, it's true that processed sugar is something that we need to limit in our diet, but we don't have to go without sweetness. There are so many wonderful foods that are sweet. The fruit and the vegetables that exist that are sweet. But we're not talking about fruits and vegetables today. We're talking about ambrosia. Ambrosia has honey. Honey is sweet, and it's a good for you sweet. It stabilizes your blood glucose, so you don't have highs and lows. Even people with diabetes, as long as they're working with their physicians, can include ambrosia in their diet without it making their diabetes go out of control. As a matter of fact, just like with all of our other products, they're food in a capsule, they're food in a bottle. But it can also be medicinal. And so I would encourage everyone, if anyone has questions about, well, I have this condition, will this work or will this be a problem? We're not diagnosing and we're not treating disease, but we can say, take this product with the ingredients and show them to your physician and talk to them about it. And we know in this group, when we have done that, that 9 times out of 10, the physician says, wow, this looks really good. And then at times the physician will say, you know, your labs are really doing better. We might be able to decrease the dose of this or that medication. So everybody is different. Everybody, however, is designed to heal itself. It's just unbelievable, the human body. What our products do is they help boost that built-in ability that our bodies have to heal themselves. They boost that. Ambrosia has 53 different spices, fruit, and honey, each one of them able to help our body heal itself and for us to enjoy because it tastes so good. You may remember, I should have done it tonight, but I have a candy dish that I used to put chocolate kisses and other candies in. And now that same dish is full of ambrosia. And when I feel like something, or when someone comes over, would you like some candy? Ambrosia is what they take. And now, in the previous 3 sessions, when we talked about the limitless stack, we talked about the benefits, specific benefits, because so far I've been very general. So we had week 1, 1, 2, 3, week 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Now in week 4, we get to benefit number 10. There is calcium in the limitless performance stack. Now, we've all been inculcated with ads for milk because it has calcium and it makes your bones and your teeth strong. Well, milk can provide some challenges to people, and everybody can't drink milk. But you don't have to drink milk. When you take the limitless stack, there's plenty of calcium in there, and it's well absorbed into your body, so your bones and your teeth get strong and remain strong. And now, number 11. Remember, it's called the limitless performance stack for a reason, because it helps our body perform. What do you mean perform? Well, we don't all get to be athletes. We don't all get to be professional dancers. We all get to be people who want to get out of bed with a spring in our step and get through our day without something negative impacting our mobility. We want to be able to breathe freely so that if we go by and there's a rose, we can smell it. We want our brains to work so that we can enjoy listening to everything that Kim has to say and learn, but also so that we can go and watch a movie or read a book. That's the performance that we're talking about. for this organism that God has given each one of us to operate the way it was designed to operate. And all these things, arginine and coffee, help that. Number 12 is holistic well-being. Well, what more can we say? I mean, it's one thing for a physician to give you a good bill of health and to say, everything looks great, see you in a year. That still doesn't mean, however, that you are performing at your highest level. Wellness and well-being include physical health, but they include much more. And the ingredients in the Limitless Performance Stack help with the physical wellness, but they also help with the much more, the overall well-being. So that's all the time we have today to get into the products. Keep coming to this meeting because we'll be here every Thursday, Lord willing, with the wellness tips. So right now, what I'd like everyone to do is take out a piece of paper and a pen. I'll give you a second. Writing it down manually helps. That's what we've heard in some of our morning meetings in our meditations. That our meditation leader says, take out a piece of paper and write down whatever comes to you. However, this is not a meditation, so I'm going to tell you what to write. Okay, everybody ready? I'm going to give you 3 ingredients that when you mix them, will give you a cooling, cleansing beverage that will support your connective tissues, your ligaments, your tendons, your muscles. So ingredient number 1 is cucumber slices. Ingredient number 2 is fresh mint leaves. Ingredient number 3 is water. Now hold on. It's not just any water. It's alkalinized, filtered water that we get from our Care Blue line of water filtration products, which are also available, by the way, as part of the Nutriveda collection on We Are One. Actually, I think I just made a mistake. Care Blue is available on We Are One, but not as part of the Nutriveda collection. It's its own brand on We Are One. And so it's really important because, I mean, what good is it to get all the wonder of these ingredients, like the mint and the cucumber, if the water that we're putting in is polluted? So cucumber slices, fresh mint, and water, they support connective tissue, they are cleansing to the gut, and they have a cooling effect.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jana. That's amazing. I've gone to some nice motels, and sure enough, they've actually had cucumber slices in fresh water, waiting for people kind of to introduce, when you come in and you're waiting to check in and stuff like that. So that's interesting that these that they're doing something probably didn't realize was so good for us, but I'm glad. So thank you for that share.
Gives it that little zing. So
Absolutely. Cucumber and mint. I love it. I love it. I love spearmint. I used to have chocolate mint in my garden. I have to plant some more. Well, thank you again, Dr. Jana, for sharing with us all this wonderful insight, especially about ambrosia and the benefits. I actually do the same thing. I have a candy bowl that I fill with my ambrosia, and I have it for people when they come into my house when they're looking for something simple. I'm going to share with y'all a few different things. I want you to look at something for just a second. See, courage is not the absence of fear. No. It's the action of moving forward in spite of what we're afraid of. So let's take a look at a few things that can help. Might be a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but let's take a look at some stuff that's going to help us have an absence of fear, right? So we need to pique the interest of people that we talk to. What are they interested in? Are they interested in health and wellness? Are they interested in extra income for their family? What is it that that person is looking for? These are the things that we need to have. Here's an opening line statement. Are you keeping your career, your income options open for a side hustle? That's for somebody who's looking for some extra income, right? If you're talking to somebody about health and wellness, well, are you open to taking a look at something that's holistic and natural that might possibly make a difference for you? See, these are some questions that you can ask that are just opening statements. The other way, as far as income, is you can say, do you have a second income currently? And if they say yes, well, are you ready to get started now? If they say no, are you open to one? Are you open to some extra income, right? The second thing we have to do is edify. Well, what does that look like? Videos. Folks, the videos this company has put together, you just saw the professional way that they put things together. This is not the backyard mom and pop, hey, look and see what we did. They have put things together that are so informative. It makes it so easy. It's push and play, right? So the power of the Nutriveda on our We Are One platform is incredible because we have smart links. These are the QR codes, the ones that show everything that you need to know about a product. You can pick and choose if you want to send a link that's specific to one product or the whole platform. Now, when we're talking about a recorded call, it could actually be one of these Zooms that's being recorded, because this information is being recorded for future purposes as well, for people to be able to come and take a look at it and listen to it. Relatable stories. This is your testimony. If you need to take, use, consume the products. If you're not, how can you get a testimony? You know, I was blind for 16 years and now I see. No joke, not an exaggeration. My eyes were completely whited over. And now they're clear enough to where I actually have my driver's license back. And I've been driving for 2 years, almost 2.5, which is incredible because I didn't for 16 years. My husband is so glad that I can drive now. I want you to take a look at this. This is a statement that you can make. If I, will you? If I send you a link, will you take a look at it? If I send you a video, would you get back to me in about an hour after you viewed it? If I, will you? So whatever it is you want to put into that spot, this is a great conversation to have with people. Now, when we're talking about setting expectations, here's a simple way to set some expectations. First, 6 families with 2 Nutriveda collections in a week, folks, just weekly. And we're going to talk about a week being from after midnight on Saturday to just before midnight on Friday. So starting Saturday, 1 minute after, to just before midnight. And this is Central Mountain Standard Time. If somebody could please check their mic and make sure they're muted, that'd be great. So when we're sharing this with 6 families, 2 Nutriveda collections, that's like for the husband and wife, right? When my husband and I originally found the Nutriveda collection of products, they only had 4 products at the time, and we actually invested $1,800. Now you can get the whole series, the full collection with all the products, many, many more, because there was only 4 when we first got started. Now they have a full collection, and it's only $325. So for the husband and wife, that's $650. Guess what? When you share this and you with 6 families, 2 collections each, and you do this weekly in a month's time, you have an additional $4,000. When you teach 5 people to do the same thing that you did, that's an additional over $9,000 that you can create in extra income for your family. Now look at what happens when you start teaching other people to do the same thing that you did. Follow up. The way you follow up is by promoting a live event. This is a live event. We're live and on the air, right? We're all here doing 3-way calls, sampling products, the ambrosia, vitality, relief, All these things that work crazy fast. You notice a difference right away. It's amazing. The ambrosia, I've had coughs and tickles in my throat, and instead of chewing it, I just let it dissolve. It's better than a cough drop. It's incredible. Events and tools. What does that look like? Bring people to live events like a Zoom, to public places when we're having, I was mentioning earlier about different places that you can go, festivals, different places that you're showing up with your products. Share your links, your smart links, your QR codes with people. If you have your QR code on your phone, where all you have to do is turn it around and show somebody where they can scan it off your phone because you have it in your picture icons, folks, it's a slam dunk. And you want to post it on your social media. Now, when we are talking about split-second recruiting, what does that look like? It's living your life, having conversations. That's what split-second recruiting is. You're just being a testimony as you walk down the road. Extra income, maybe it's paying a car payment. You have an extra $500 in a week, it's going to pay more than a car payment, because guess what? We Are One platform, which I'm going to tell you in a minute, gives you extra bonuses, matching bonuses, which is incredible. We're going to talk about a quadrant here. See, when you take each of these 25%, these sections, 25% of your time is used to make phone calls. In a minute, I want you to make sure you have your phone handy so you can take a screenshot of this so you can remember this, because it's really important. If we're dividing up our time, whether it's part-time or full-time, into each of these different quadrants, number one, making phone calls, talking to new people, piquing their interest. The second is 25% of the time following up with existing people that we've already had conversations with, doing three-way calls, talking to your prospects, your team, the people who you're working with that are looking to build a business just like you are, right? If that's what you're interested in doing, sharing, getting leads, right? And the other 25% is team promoting. How do you do that? You do it with conference calls, you do it with events, you do it with a book of the month, whatever those different activities are, folks. These are the 25%. Now, what we're doing is we're breaking that down so that if you're doing this part-time, you're dividing up 1 to 2 hours a day. That's part-time into each of those 4 quadrants. So now you're only taking an hour in the morning and an hour at night, and you're doing 15 minutes in each of those areas 2 times a day. It's easy to do. If you're full-time, imagine that's an 8-hour day, just like you had a full-time job working for somebody else. Guess what happens? If you're going to divide that full-time 8 hours, you can either do 4 hours 2 times a day or 2 hours 4 times a day in each of these different quadrants. You're breaking it up again into 15-minute time schedules. Now, IPA, income producing activities. Look at what your results are going to be, because are they making it difficult for you to achieve your goals? Or are they congruent with the results of what you're wanting as your outcome or your destiny? And what we're talking about on income producing activities, are you making the phone calls? Are you having conversations? If you're not the person to pick up the phone and make a call, then when somebody calls you and you get those, I lose track of how many calls I get a day from spam calls. You know what I do? I turn them into prospects. I practice having conversations with them. And somebody calls me and it's a wrong number. I'm like, hey, I know it's a wrong number, but are you keeping your career options open? Because obviously you're motivated to do sales because you're calling me. So are they paying you what you're worth? Right? Send them a link. Is this a cell phone that I can send you a QR code that you can take a look at? Folks, be creative with your conversations and what you're doing. If you work all day making a living, a 9-to-5 job, then you need to be working nights and weekends on creating your destiny. See, the best time to dig we had this conversation the other day, your well is when? Before you're thirsty. Before you're thirsty. So there's 3 daily contacts that we need to do. Create a compound effect. So when we talk about Big Mac, right? Big Mac, you know, the golden ones, right? People don't gain weight having 1 or 2 or 3. It's consistently a compound daily effect. It's the 3 exposures a day, right? The French fries, the Big Mac, the milkshake. Consistency, following up, that gives you the end result that you either want or you don't want. Well, we're going to talk about what we do want. So if you have 3 exposures a day and you do follow-up calls with the people that you've already had conversations with, even if it's text messages, drip, 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 drip. Say, look, I'm not trying to burn your phone up. Just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you. Here, if you have an opportunity, jump on. I'd love to have you have some questions. 3-way calls. Those are the people that maybe you don't have the information, but you got people that you want to get connected. Call Coach, call Dr. Jana, call myself, whoever. Connect. Text messages. Amateurs convince, but professionals sort. What does that mean? A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. We don't want to convince or persuade anybody into anything. We just share and invite. All right. We want to lead by example. See, your team is going to follow your lead. They're going to follow what you do. So what are you doing? What is your activity? It's not about you doing all the work by yourself. It's about all of us doing just a little bit together and making a magnificent effect on the world. See, we have the Prosperity Drive Trifecta campaign featuring what? Ambrosia. I love ambrosia. I want you to take a picture of this. This is just a simple pitch that you can say if you don't know what to say to have a conversation. Put your name in. Hi, I'm Kim. As a result of being a Prosperity Drive Trifecta campaign, being a part of it, which highlights ambrosia, affiliates now have a pathway to achieve an additional $5, $10, $20, or $50,000 or beyond in the next 12 to 18 months. See, this is a simple drive, divine taste and nourishment that serves as a correlation, right? Cornerstone for financial prosperity. See, personal well-being is a big part of it. You don't even have to read it right to have a conversation. See how well this works? This segment of the campaign is designed for individuals and organizations to embrace the fusion of nutritional excellence and financial success. Who do you know that I can have a conversation with about the Prosperity Drive? What nonprofit organization? What team? What football team? What basketball team? What soccer coach? What ski team? Who do you know that's looking for a way to raise funds for their organization? See, when you work from home, take a look at college graduates. They have this wonderful opportunity to be able to work from home. You know why? Because why do they need to go and do a 9-to-5 job and still go to college? This is a great way to create an opportunity for them. 2024 resumes uploads at gmail.com. Folks, this is a great way to share what we're doing with other people. Now, we're going to have a conversation about, this is a short results planning productivity. This is so simple. Contact 15 to 20 people a day. This is going to create 15-minute appointments. Excuse the typo on that, if you don't mind. 3 of them are going to create an appointment. Out of your 15 to 25 people, you're going to be able to get a 15-minute appointment. Out of those 2 15-minute appointments, you're going to end up with 2 customers or affiliates, showing them the value of what you're doing is doubling your income, because guess what? They're going to give you referrals. when you have referrals, you ask them, who do you know? Are you interested in having a conversation? Talk to them about their friends. They'll say, oh, no, me. The other thing is contact people before their birthday and after their birthday. Because now you're standing out away from the rest of the people. Contact them before. Hey, just wanted to wish you, I know I'm a little early, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Hey, I hope your day was fantastic. I was thinking about you all day. I hope it went well for you. See, you're following up and being a part of their life in a way that makes them feel good, right? Comment on personal messages that the people have on their social media sites. Make a comment. Wow, that's amazing. I love the color of your hair. You look great. I've noticed you've lost weight. What are you doing? Wow, gosh, you're on crutches. What happened? Have a conversation with them about relief, because it gives you pain relief and gets rid of the inflammation. See, respond to the posts on social media between 9 a.m. in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. That's the best key time to do social media. See, when we're adding and accepting 5 to 10 different people as a friend request on a regular basis, guess what happens? It opens up the opportunity for people to want more about what we're doing. In context, we just need to make more connections with people on a regular basis. Now, this is the exciting part. Remember, I was talking to you about bonuses? Look at this. The weekly time that I was telling you about, this is from Saturday to Friday. Excuse me. For every $500 you earn from Saturday to Friday, they're going to match you with $500. When you reach 1,000 during that time period, they match it with 1,000. When you reach 2,000, they match you with 2,000. And when you reach $4,000 within that same time period, they're going to match you at 4,000. Now, what does this look like? Multiple streams of income, because the company pays you 13.5%, which is $43 and some change, 88 cents, on each Nutriveda collection. We're just using the Nutriveda collection as this example. Through the We Are One platform, the Nutriveda collection pays out in waves. Like, you talk to your first group of people, and they talk, that's your first wave, right? Your second wave is their friends and influences. And when you're focusing on 5 key people that you want to build and grow your business with and help them to do exactly the same thing you're doing, guess what is going to happen as a result of that? You're going to have affiliates who are enrolling 2 Nutriveda collections a week for 6 families. That's $650 for 2 Nutriveda collections. When 5 affiliates are enrolling 5 affiliates doing the same thing that you just did, right? In a 30-day period, folks, that's $9,342.60. That's over $9,000 in a month. You didn't do all the deal. That's you working with 5 people and working with them to work with 5 people. And that created over $9,000 in revenue for you. Now, do you see the extra income? You're talking over $1,000 per individual, helping them do the same thing that you did. Now, the cool thing is there's more cash and incentives, bonuses. Personally, you're going to receive $534.26 when you share the Nutriveda collection with 6 families that each get 2 collections. You're teaching your team to do the same thing. 5 affiliates doing the same thing you did. You've earned $1,335.65. You think it stops there? No. Because they give you $1,000 bonus because you earned over $1,000 during that time period from Saturday to Friday, right? You do this 4 times a month. Now, in a week, that brings in over $2,000. You do this in a month, that comes to $9,342.60. That's how the numbers work. But wait, there's more. Referral rewards. Every single time you share your smart link, right, with people. It's not just about the Nutriveda collections. Folks, if you go to Amazon, they say, hey, here's the link to Amazon for this product that you sent. Amazon says people who got this also like this, 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 and this. But guess what? When your person goes to this, or this, you don't get paid. But on our We Are One platform, they've set it up that not just on the Nutriveda collection, when your customer base or associate base, affiliates, buy other products on this platform, you get paid on any company, no matter where they are in the world. When they buy off the platform, you get paid because you introduced them through the We Are One platform. So doesn't matter whether it's our brand or another brand, they say, oh my gosh, I love the Nutriveda collection. Well, this is really cool. There's also the copper and there's hair, hair stuff. Folks, there's so many different amazing products that they constantly are bringing on the platform. The other thing is, when you purchase for yourself, guess what? You are earning cash back on your own personal purchases. And when you share the We Are One links, the smart links that we were talking about, you're building your customer base as well as your affiliate base. See, success starts with 5 decisions. Here's some closing questions. One of the things you want to ask people after you shared the link with them, or they've watched the video, or they've listened to a conference call, or want a replays on one of these, ask them, what caught your attention most? What did you like best about what you saw or what you heard? Then take that information and find out how to fill their need. If it's about health and wellness and their experience and what they're interested in, if they say, well, gosh, I'm just sore all the time. I'm tired. I don't know what to do. Vitality is a wonderful thing. Forget energy drinks anymore. Vitality is a vasodilator. It increases oxygen to the brain. It makes it where your mind is clear, sharp, concise. Can you elaborate on that? That statement is what you use when somebody says, I don't know, I've just been really tired and sore. Well, could you elaborate on that? Did you have an accident, or is it just from us being more seasoned down the pike? And then listen to what their conversation is. They're going to tell you what they want to know. See, what specific details will make it memorable for you? Not you as in yourself, but them. You want to find out what's most important to them. And if they say, yeah, I agree, start mirroring and matching what they're saying. And what we're talking about is if they say, oh, I don't know, I'm so tired of working a 9-to-5 job. I work 40, 50 hours a week. I'm so exhausted. I'd love to have a vacation. Wow. So a vacation is really important to you. I love traveling. I've been so excited. My husband and I, we go out west every year. It's a blast. I love being able to have the financial freedom to do the things that I love doing and not really having to push a time clock. Is that something that you're interested in? How much time would you say that you are coachable? And if they say yes, guess what? Sounds great. Are you ready to get started to do this now? If they say, yeah, I don't know, I'm not really interested in that, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Great. Who do you know that's coachable that would be interested in what we have? And what I'd love to do is anybody you refer to me, I'll be glad to set things up so that, you can just sit back and relax. And, maybe just with the referrals you give, it'll help cover the cost of what your product is that you're using and consuming. See how we can change it around? Choose the questions that help to enroll the people best, what suits them. If it's the Nutriveda collection, guess what? You can get enrolled and start a business. For you and your spouse, it's only $650. Oh, I don't quite have 650 today. Well, you know what? We have the limitless stack. It's only 195. This way you can get started. It helps build your immune system. You can talk about how the products work, right? Oh man, I wish I had it, but I really just don't quite have that much. That's okay, because guess what we have? With the flu season coming, we have the immunity stack. This is going to help and build your immune system, so there's less chance of being less than $150 a month. You know, I don't know. I just don't have that. I don't know what to do. Well, guess what? Through this platform, there's no cost for entry. And let me show you something. If I could show you how you could share the links with this and get started at no cost or outlay to yourself by sharing these links, these smart links to people, which, if you had the money in your choice, which product line would you like to start with? The Nutriveda collection, so that you can have one of everything and see what you like best and what works best in your body? Does that sound like a plan? Because I can show you how many links you need to share in order for you to have the revenue stream for the $650. I can show you how you can do that in a week. Is that something you'd be interested in getting started with right away? Conversations, folks. See, the We Are One platform is a channel, omni-channel, folks. Omni-channel. There's so many different products. What I forgot to tell you that was so exciting is that through the We Are One platform, they have, oh my gosh, vacations. When I'm talking here about next Tuesday and what we're going to be doing and bringing guests, but I'm going to back up for just 1 second here. What's wrong with the things I do? Now, when you're talking about these different collections, my dears, when you have earned $5,000 in commissions between now and the end of the year, $8,000 in commissions between now and the end of the year, the We Are One platform is going to bless you with a $5,000 vacation. Aha. That's not out of your $8,000 in commissions that you've earned. That's on top of. So we have a platform that gives you a multitude of ways of being able to not only be blessed yourself, but to bless others. We're going to wrap this up real quickly. Next Tuesday, make sure you come on board, because you're going to see some amazing things. You're going to hear from some amazing folks. They're going to be talking about the trifecta with the campaign for the nonprofits, all sorts of wonderful things. I want you to know something. We mentioned this earlier. This is the disclaimer. I was blind, yes, for 16 years. Yes, I can see I have my driver's license back. Yes, I believe it was absolutely a direct result of taking these Nutriveda products. However, we cannot guarantee you're going to have the same results I did or other people do. But I can tell you the company guarantees their products. So use them, consume them, try it 30 days. If you're not satisfied, you get 100% money back guarantee. Where can you go wrong, right? Now, last but not least, if anything can go well, it will. I pray you have a blessed day. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of our conversation that we had today. Let me figure out how to get us all back together and have a conversation here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I sincerely hope that you got benefit, but I've got one surprise for you. I want to end with somebody that I respect to the hilt. I talked about sponsoring up, and it's the vision of the person. I've got somebody that I'm going to ask him just to say a few words and close this out, because he's speaking to you from his hospital bed, a hospital bed that he's been in for maybe a year. I don't even know. But he has taught me so much. Spencer, Mr. Taylor, Mr. Taylor,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. You can take us out of here. Just tell,
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to give y'all a tip. I heard Miss Kim talk about social media. For those of you who are using LinkedIn, this is what you do. They have an article writer on LinkedIn. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to the.
Spencer, we got new people on tonight, and
Oh, okay, I got you.
just give them a little bit of who you are. Thank you for your service and product that you have used.
Okay, my background is I'm a U.S. Marine veteran. Um, Trained in a lot of specialized things. I'm not going to go into detail, but the main product that I've been actually using is the water. The water has been a big blessing for me because when I became ill, and it's been over 2 years now that I've been recovering, and I'm still recovering, but I was on 6, 7 different medications for a long time. But the moment I started drinking this water, I'm now on one medication that I only take sparingly when needed. And so this water has been great, keeping me hydrated, raising my pH level. Even though I'm recovering, I feel well. I was a little under the weather the last few days because of the weather change. But other than that, I'm doing well, Coach. This water, there's nothing on the planet like what we have with this water. It's the best filtration system on the planet because it's portable and it is affordable. So today my aide came in and we got to talking about water, and I showed her Miss Sharon's demo, and she wrote down my website like I'm gonna go order that tonight because I need that. So like Miss Kim say, don't be afraid to speak up. Let people know what we have. We have the best products on the planet. So all we got to do is let people know we have it. With that, Coach, I'm gonna give it back to you.
No. Go to your LinkedIn, please.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, what I did is I went to the AI and I asked the AI what topics are trending based on poor quality of water. And it gave me a list of different topics about the water. So what I did is I had it write me an article on that based on that topic. When you go to LinkedIn, you can actually click on write article, copy, paste, and put that article in there. Now, the major thing about this is you can hyperlink your links inside that article. So anything or any topic, whether you're doing weight loss or sleeping or whatever the case may be, anything, any word in that article, you can just highlight that and put your link in there, and then you can share that article everywhere amongst anyone. And because you have your hyperlinks in that article, people can click on it because it's going to be in blue and bold. They'll click on that and it'll redirect that person right to your website. So you can indirectly promote the products without even talking about it, but only talking about a topic that our products can solve, a solution to their problems, and just hyperlink everything in there. So that's a great way of indirectly promoting your products and services using that article. And then once you get the link, you can just share it anywhere.
Thank you. Sean, that takeaway for you is nothing. You can do this anywhere. Mary, I know you're a LinkedIn, so you can roll. Thank you. God bless you. And we'll see you in the 8:30. And let me just stop recording here.